Round two.
Yep. Ran in traffic.
Does that say Lowe's?
Yes. Yes, it does. The madman doing math.
Yeah, make it 4. 4 pipe cuts now. You never have too much pipe.
Can't have long enough pipe.
My man knew what I was talking about.
Dirty, dirty, dirty. He's gonna cut it in half? Is that what he did? Works.
Indeed it does.
Nice. You wanna say hi?
Hi.
Thanks for your help.
Okay.
Joel just said to me, okay, come on, we gotta go. It's gonna get hot outside. I gotta get stuff done. I haven't even finished a cup of coffee yet, as you can probably tell. So anyway, the saga continues of trying to cool the pool today, and he's got all the piping that you saw and all of the fittings, and he's gonna work on trying to get all that plumbed out. So let's see what he does. What up?
Plumbing day.
Plumbing day.
So
Okay.
let's get this party started. Got your coffee?
Yeah, since I didn't even get to finish it.
No rest for the wicked. It's already 100 degrees outside.
I should really start drinking iced coffee.
Starting with some runs.
It's a lot of pipe, yo.
Pretty good at laying a lot of pipe.
You're gonna call it a lot, huh?
That's a lot. So what I'll do is I have way more pipe than I need, but I'm gonna have to build a manifold in the back for all the pumps to connect to and stuff like that. So I will lay out these long runs. This one long run, so the fountain goes over here. Fountain does help cool the pool. It's just a fact. It's not a lot, but it's a couple of degrees and everything helps. So I'll lay out the fountain, make my run around to where the pumps are, and then I will make another where the inlet is for the filters, and then I will make it go around the corner to where the deep freeze is going to be, and then that way, once the true sun starts hitting the concrete, I'm not working in the sun anymore.
With the old pool, you know, it ripped, and we were so fortunate that it did not just explode and completely destroy this backyard. So that's one of the things that when we got this new pool, we turned it around. So the pump used to be over here against the wall. And of course, we're trying to cool the pool, so we want to have it closer to the deep freeze and things like that. So the pool is actually turned this time. And the pump is now away from the wall. And one of the things that I told Joel is I said, I'm really worried that this one's going to break also, and that we're going to have this massive emergency again. And so in his drawings and things like that, he has designed an emergency valve that if the pool, something happens to the pool and we need to dump it and we need to dump it fast, he's made that into his plans. And so he's got this pipe laid out so that it will go directly out the wall. He likes to help my crazy little brain and make me feel better by building in these emergency systems for me. So you're putting that on the pipe. Why didn't you just leave the pipe long? Or you couldn't because you can't get it in the car, right?
Yeah, I can't get it. I don't own a truck. As far as I know, expats are not allowed to own trucks in Saudi Arabia. I heard a rumor that the rule might have changed. If that's the case, if my car ever craps out, I'm gonna go buy the biggest Ford F350 and I'm gonna put 40s under it. I'm gonna jack it up 6 inches because diesel is virtually free here. It's gonna be like Mad Max driving down the road.
I miss driving trucks.
No, I miss diesels.
Yeah.
I miss them.
That is also no excuse to make your car broken. We don't need to buy a new car right now. We have enough shit breaking.
You've got a lot of rules, lady.
We have enough stuff breaking on us right now. Keep the car. You're looking pretty dapper today, babe.
Yep, got my crotch bleached shirt on.
Yeah. It's probably also a good time to tell you guys to please make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. Leave us a comment. Let us know, like, are we totally screwing this up? Is this gonna work? Have you cooled a pool before using a deep freeze? Because we haven't found anyone that has done it. So leave us a comment. Let us know, because we don't know what we're doing. We're just running through it. Nice butt shot.
Thanks, Coach. Worked on myself.
Oh, that stuff smells awful.
Oh, it's not that awful. Not a fan of orange.
So what is your guess?
My over under?
Your over and what do you think that it's going to cool it to? Or what are you hoping it'll cool it to?
I'm hoping it'll take 5 degrees off the overall temperature.
So bring it down to 91. Because yesterday it was 96.
Yeah?
Only 91, huh?
Yeah, I think it's only going to bring it down about 5 degrees.
Okay.
And it's going to take it a long time to do that. Because
Okay.
it's a large body of water sitting out in the sun with a freezer. EPA is going to love us.
Good thing there's no EPA here in Saudi Arabia. Oh, yeah. I mean, no wonder why nobody does this back in the States, because I can't imagine their electric bill. We don't have an electric bill here. The company pays for it until probably now when they see this video. They're gonna be like, you guys have to start paying electric and water. So, yes, we get to kind of do this stupid stuff here because we don't pay electricity, we don't pay water. But maybe it might be efficient.
Watching Lana's life.
Yeah.
She is a YouTuber and I like her.
You're not watching the Sea Life?
No.
You don't like them?
They're not funny.
What do you mean they're not
You
funny?
have to make them interesting and funny.
Well, maybe the family members should be funnier. Do funny things.
Yeah. Fill this whole house with Orbeez when we leave.
Maybe. So Joel's already got all this pipe run here, and then he's got all that pipe already all done, all the way over. Didn't take him very long at all.
Told you it wouldn't.
I mean, not at all. Like, it was really quick. Now he's putting on the valve for the fountain, which is right there. So he's just getting that put in so that you can turn the fountain on and off when you need to.
On, off.
Nice.
It's kind of convenient that the pool came with those
Yeah,
like
those
straps right there.
Didn't know what to do with them, so I figured, why not? They actually work pretty good for this.
I know, we kept looking at the directions going, what are these straps for? I mean, it kind of looks like it was meant to do this. He's already got the shut-off valve there, and then he's gonna, I'll show you, he'll run pipe over here. And then our walls have these outlets. That way, if we have another incident, water goes out to the park in the back. It's a whole lot of quitting.
It's like 105 already. In the last half hour, it's gone up. How long have I been out there?
Not very long at all.
Yeah, it's gone up 5 degrees.
Maybe 30 minutes.
There you go. Ooh, here's a fun fact about the heat. I learned this one back in my high school days doing instruction. Don't eat ice cream. Don't do it.
Any dairy.
Well, you can get away with a little bit of dairy, but don't eat ice cream because you're hot. Even icy pops and stuff like that. But if it's got dairy in it and you're hot and you start working outside and you start bending over, it just starts foaming. Come out your nose. Don't do it. The rest of the guys in the crew will laugh at you, but
You'll be the only one not sick.
yeah, you want to be the one that's laughing, not them.
Coolest place in the house is on the floor.
Uh-huh. Got a dog licking my toe. Hi. So I've got to do the mock-up of the fittings, you know, for where it's the manifold's got to go into the pump.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's got to go into the filter housing. But hard to take me serious.
It's really funny to film you on the floor talking about this.
Right. The fortunate thing is I don't want to disconnect the pump I've got going right now. I have another pump, so I should be able to mock everything up before I even disconnect the pool and hook it all up.
Okay.
So I got to cut this chunk out so that my fittings, because the width of the Fraser is that big, that way my fittings can clear, and I can do my thing in the inside. I'm moist.
You're over this far a little bit. Too much. Your hole's a little too big. That's pretty close.
Yeah, it just has to match its edge.
That's pretty close. Okay. Safety goggles?
Safety squints. I unplug it that way if I cut a hole through the light.
Oh. Like scared me. It doesn't look like it's cutting a whole lot.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna.
Uh-oh. That's gonna be a little wide, but sure.
Light's fine.
I don't know how accurate you need to be. Is this covered under the warranty?
Yeah.
No?
Not
No?
so much.
No? Okay.
Those pieces. I don't have all the correct fittings. I'm missing 4 fittings for the inside of the fridge. Not a big deal. I'll get them tonight. But I made it to where the pump and everything can work without going through the fridge also.
Oh.
So that way, if we don't want to do it, run through the fridge. It's just a switch of a valve.
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
Okay.
So I'm just getting the pump all hooked up. That way I can turn the fountain on. Then maybe you can come up with a baseline and see if the fountain actually cools the pool.
Okay.
So let me get this junk out of the way real quick, and then we'll open the water valve and see what it does.
Woohoo! Kind of excited for this.
What are the chances?
The chances of explosion?
Higher than most.
Probably. The probability is probably pretty high.
Probability is high.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't routed the electrical yet. I'll route it up higher. That way
Okay.
if something ever does happen,
You said it's got like a GFI on it, right?
it's got, yeah,
So if anything ever were to happen, it would just shut off anyway.
exactly.
I feel like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation when he goes to plug something in and plug it in.
Griswolds, you got a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Drum roll. Wait for it.
I'm waiting.
Me too.
Is it on?
It's on. It is.
Oh, there we go. The fountain going. What? Does my oh shit valve work? Yeah, it does. Oh my gosh, you're amazing. So the pool is, we're gonna go with a 96, so 95.9. So the pool is 95.9. So we're trying to see what the fountain drops it down to,
Sure.
right? On YouTube and on the internet and stuff say that the fountain drops it at about 2 to 3 degrees. I don't think we see that much of a change just because it's so hot here. So we'll check it later on, probably tomorrow, because it's going to take a while, and see if it changed it at all. But by then, we might also have the cooling system going through, so who knows. It's hot in there. So we just went to the hardware store again. You know what the good thing about living where we live, though? The hardware store is really close. It may not always have exactly what we need, but it is really darn close. So in case you need to go back.
Barely ever have what we need.
And you think that you're going to have this cooling by tonight.
Yep.
Incredible.
I know I am. You hand me that cutter right there?
Ooh, yeah. Cutter. There's 3 cutters over here in my brain. So does he want the red, yellow, or the black one?
Red.
It's quite the hodgepodge of pipe. I mean, you got all kinds of stuff going on there.
I do. That is a fact, Jack. Another one.
I'm pretty sure everybody's going to go, what are you doing, fool?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be limited to one person. I'm
think so.
just waiting for all of the comments.
Silly. I could just go to Lowe's and buy this.
Really?
Yeah. Nothing special. I just made a manifold, and it's just a T, and it's silly.
You could buy this like pre-made.
Oh yeah. And way smaller, made of metal.
Yes, we can ship things in, but they charge us 15% VAT on anything that comes in, and they get to dictate what they charge it on. So sometimes they charge it on how much the item costs. Sometimes they charge you on how much the postage costs. And you never know. You have no idea what they're going to charge you for. And we've actually been charged up to 50% of the item
For an
before.
envelope.
For an envelope. Oh, yeah,
How do you say that?
envelope.
I thought it was envelope. Ooh.
New internet debate. Pretty sure it's it's acceptable both ways. But we had an envelope sent in, and they charged me like $50 for a piece of paper, which of course doesn't have any value whatsoever. But it's extremely expensive to ship things in, so we try to tend not to do that just because it's just not economically feasible. So yes, Joel hodgepodge's thing. You should be really proud of yourself that you can build something along those lines.
I like that.
First of all, you know what it is. Second of all, you know how to build it. There's a lot of people out there that just can't. Should you also mention that hoses are never sold here with any ends on them? We have bought some very expensive hoses with ends on them and sprayers. And the gardeners here, they cut them off and they use their finger. And we've showed them, like, look, it's got like it's easier. You don't have to hurt your finger, and it sprays harder, and you can clean more. And they're like, no. And they just cut them off. And then they go steal somebody else's garden hose. Or they take our garden hose and take it somewhere else. That happens a lot. So we only put the nice garden hoses in the back and the crappy ones in the front.
Lock them up, though.
Yeah. Let's also show people what 115 degrees does to hoses. This is what our hoses look like when they sit in the sun
So,
for summer. See, no end. So yesterday we didn't get to finish with the pool project because Joel was missing a piece. And so today he had to wait all day long for it to get here, and it just got here. So I think he's out here putting it all together. Let's look. Did your piece make it?
Yeah.
Yay! So, oh my gosh. Put that ice to good use. while Joel is doing that, I'm gonna check the temperature in the pool. Because if you remember yesterday, it was like 96 degrees and then we got the fountain going. And it does seem like it's a little bit cooler today. We were in there earlier. But it was also cooler outside today. So I don't know, let's see. It says it's 93 outside right now. Let's see what it is here. So yesterday was what, 96? And it's now 92.5. So it seems that by having that fountain on, it has cooled the pool by several degrees. And that also gives us a baseline for when we turn the chiller on to see where the pool ends up, and see if it ends up any cooler also.
It's out of the tap. It's so hot that it took it a day and a half to sort of freeze. It's not all the way frozen.
Oh, really? I'm confused.
Water comes up through the pipe
Yeah.
and out this hose and out that hose.
Yeah, so it's out this one.
And then it goes back into the system on this side. It's pretty simple.
I don't get it at all. I mean, this thing is hotter than Hades.
I don't think it really meant. I think that's how it was.
The front is just crazy hot. He's turning valves down here.
I can't get any tighter on there. You're the same fucking shit.
So I had to go back up to the gate. And what came in the mail?
Your radio.
Yay, another project
Uh-huh.
that you can do while you're waiting for the fittings for the pool cooler.
Yeah.
Because you want to talk about that?
Their garden hose fittings here are just garbage.
Mm.
So we'll have to order from the States. And who knows?
Wait until they get here. So you're putting a new stereo in my car. I think we kind of discussed this, but you're putting a new stereo in my car because I want it to be easier. And so it just came in today. So that's cool.
You know what's funny though?
What? Oh my God, I love it.
It's got a detachable face.
Yes.
That was your only request, was a detachable
It
face?
was my only request. I wanted an old school detachable face so I could feel, you know, just that nostalgia. And you 90s kids will remember this. Not the ones that were born in the 90s, the ones that like actually lived through it. Will probably remember getting in your car and you had to attach the face. And then when you got out, you had to take it out so that way nobody could steal your stereo. So that was my request, is that it had a detachable face. It actually makes sense though, because I don't have any doors on my car. Although I live in Saudi Arabia, nobody's gonna steal anything here, so. I mean, thefts happen, but not often. He's gonna break it.
Oh, is that way?
I love it. Makes me so happy. For the 3 minutes that I drive on cam.
Yeah, still kind of fun.
Totally. Gives you something to do. Hey everyone, so I just wanted to give you an update. About a week after this, we got the fittings in and Joel had to rebuild the entire manifold. But after letting the deep freeze sit for a little while, we got really fearful because the outside got really, really hot and we were afraid it would catch fire. So for now, we're at a standstill. We don't know exactly what to do and we're still coming up with new solutions. But if you have any ideas, go ahead and leave us a comment below and let us know what you think. Thanks guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.